thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us. But now in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Is this not your son, my lord?
Ah, his breeding, sir, hath been at my charge. I have blushed so oft to acknowledge him that now I am praised to it.
I cannot concede this.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could.
Ah.
Whereupon she grew round wombed, and had indeed, sir, a son for her cradle ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have a son, sir, by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account. Though this knave came something saucily into the world before he was sent for, yet with his mother fair, there was good sport in his making, and the horseman must be acknowledged. Edmund, do you know this noble gentleman?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honourable friend.
My services to your lordship.
I must love you, and sue to know you better.
Oh, sir, I shall study deserving.
He hath been out some 9 years, and away he shall again. The king is coming!
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my liege.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. See the map there? Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl towards death. Our son of Cornwall, and you are no less loving son of Albany. We have this hour a constant will to publish our daughter's several dowries, that future strife may be prevented now. The princes, France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, long in this court have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. And tell me, my daughters, since now we will divest us both of rule, interest of territory, cares of state, which of you shall we say doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with duty challenge? The Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child e'er loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much I love you.
Then what shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent.
Of all of these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and champaigns reached with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. And what says our second daughter, dearest Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak.
I am made of that self-metal as my sister, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys possessors. And I find I am alone felicitate in your dear
Cordelia, and yet not so, since I'm sure more ponderous than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever be this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. third more opulent than your sisters. Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy as I am, I cannot keep my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more nor less.
Now, Cornelia, mend your speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good, my lord. You have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as their right fit, obey you, love you, and most honour you. Well, why have my sisters husbands if they say they love their father all? Happily when I shall wed, the Lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. For sure I shall never marry like my sisters to love my father all.
Has your heart with this?
Aye, my good lord.
So young and so untender?
So young, my lord, and true.
If it be so, by truth then be thy dower, for by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate and the night, by all the operations of the orbs, by whom we do exist and cease to be, I here disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity and property of blood, and hold thee as a stranger from this forever. Barbara Scythian shall to my bosom be better neighbour and relief than thou, my sometime daughter.
Good, my liege.
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and sought to set my rest upon her kind nursery. Hence and avoid my sight! All France! Whose there is called Burgundy! Cornwall and Albany. With my 2 daughters' dowry is thy just this third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do hereby invest you jointly in all the power, preeminence, and large effects that troop with majesty. Yourself, by monthly course, with reservation of 100 knights by you to be sustained, shall our abode make with you by due course. Only we still retain the name and all the addition of a king. The sway, revenue, and execution of the rest, beloved sons, be yours, which to confirm this coronet part betwixt you.
Royal Lear, who I have ever honoured as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron, thought on in my prayers.
Come not between the dragon and his wrath. The bow is bent and drawn, make from the shaft.
Let it fall, rather, though the fork of it invade the region of my heart. Be Kent unmanly when Lear is mad. What wouldst thou do, old man? Think'st thou that duty shall have dread to speak when power to flattery bows? Reverse thy state, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment. My youngest daughter does not love thee least, nor are those empty-hearted whose low sound reverts no hollowness.
And on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as a pawn to wage against thine enemies, nor fear to lose it, my safety being the motive.
Out of my sight!
Oh, see better, Lear, let me still remain the true black of thine eye.
By Apollo!
Oh, by Apollo, King, thou place of God insane!
Sir, forbear!
Do! Kill thy physician, and the fee bestow upon the foul disease. Provoked I do, or whilst I can vent clamour from my throat, I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant, on thine allegiance, hear me! 5 days we do allot thee, to shield thyself against diseases of this world, and on the 6th, to turn thy hatred back upon this kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found in these dominions, that moment is thy death! No way, by Jupiter, this shall not be revoked!
Fare thee well, King. Sit thus pale wilt appear. Freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. The gods, to their dear shelter take thee, maid, who justly thinks and hast so rightly said. And your hard speeches, May your deeds approve that good effects may spring from words of love. Thus Kent, O princes, bids you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country new.
Is France and Burgundy, my lord?
My lord of Burgundy, we first address towards you, who with this prince had rivaled for our youngest daughter. What in the least will you require in present dowry, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than hath your highness offered, nor will you tender less.
Ah, right noble Burgundy. When she was dear to us, we did hold her so, but now her price is smaller. There she stands. If aught within that little seeming substance, or all of it, without displeasure pierce, may fitly like your grace, why then she's yours.
I know no answer.
Or will you, with all the infirmities she owns, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, dowered with our curse and strangered with our oath, take her or leave her?
Pardon me, royal sir, election makes up not in such conditions.
Then leave her, sir, for I tell you all her worth. To you, great prince, I would not so far from thy love make stray as to match you where I hate. Therefore beseech you to avert your liking some other way than on a wretch whom nature is ashamed almost to acknowledge hers.
This is most strange. That she that even but now is your best object, the argument of your praise, balm of your age, most best, most dearest, should in this thrice of time commit a thing so monstrous as to dismantle so many folds of favour. Sure her offence must be of unnatural degree that monsters it, or forvouched affection fallen into taint.
I yet beseech your majesty, so that you make it known it is no vicious plot, murder or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonest step that has deprived me of your grace and favour. But even for what that for which I am richer, still soliciting I, and such a tongue I am glad I have not, and though not to have it has lost me in your answer.
Better thou hadst not been born than not to have pleased me better.
Is it but this? A tardiness in nature which often leaves the history unspoke that it intends to do? Lord of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? Will you have her? Is herself a dowry? Royal Lear, give but that portion which yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia, by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn, I am firm.
I am sorry then, if you have so lost a father, you must lose a husband.
Peace be with the Burgundy. Since that respects of fortune are his love, I shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, thou art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved despised. Thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Be it lawful, I take what's cast away. God, 'tis strange that from their close neglect my love should kindle to inflamed respect. But all the dukes of watery Burgundy can take my unprized precious maid of me. Thy dowerless daughter, king, thrown to our chance, is queen of us, of ours, and of our fair France. Bid them farewell, Cordelia, though unkind. Thou losest here a better way to find.
Thou hast her, France, let her be thine, for we have no such daughter. Nor ever shall see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our grace, our love, our benefit. Come, noble Burgundy.
Bid farewell to your sister.
The jewels of our father, with what eyes Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister am most loath to call your faults as their name. Love well our father, to your professed bosoms I commit him. But that stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. But farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duties.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's arms. You have obedience scanted, and a well worth the want that you have wanted. Time shall unfold what sight cannot hide. Recover salt,
not a little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain, and with you next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is. The observation we have made of it has not been little. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age, yet he has ever but splendidly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time has been but rash. We must then look from his age to receive not alone the imperfections of long engrafted condition, but therewithal the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them.
That unconstant start do we like to have of it, as this of Kent's value.
There is further compliment of leave-taking between France and him. I pray you, let's hit together. If our father carry authority with such dispositions as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think on.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me, for that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous, and my shape as true as honest matter tissue. Why brand they us with base? With baseness? Bastardy? Base? Base? Who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed go to the creating a whole tribe of fops, but between sleep and awake. Well then, a legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, as to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed, and my invention thrive, Edmund the Base shall top the legitimate. I grow. I prosper. Now, God, stand up for bastards.
It vanished thus. France in collar parted, the king gone to dance. Subscribed his power, confined to exhibition. All this done upon the gad. Oh. How now, Edmund? What news?
Oh, so please your lordship none.
Why so earnestly seek you to stuff that paper?
I know no news, my...
What letter were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
The quality of nothing has not such need to hide. Come, let's see. If it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech your lordship, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother, which I have not all over read. For so much as I have perused, I find it not for your lordship's overlooking. Neither to detain or give it. The contents, as in part I understand them, and to blame.
Let's see. Let's see. This policy and reverence of age, the world bitter to the best of our times, keeps our fortunes from us till our oldness cannot relish them. I begin to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of age tyranny, who sways not as it hath power, but as it is. Come to me that of this I may speak more. If our father would sleep till I waked him, kill me. You should enjoy half his revenue forever, and live the beloved of your brother Edgar. stupidity. Sleep till I wake, Jim. You should enjoy harpies the revenue. My son Edgar, had your hands to write this? Heart and brain to breed it in. When came this to you? Who brought it?
It was not brought me, my lord. There's the cunning of it. I found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
You know the characters of your brothers.
Oh, if the matter were good, my lord, I durst swear it were his. But in respect of that, I would fain think it were not.
It is his.
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart is not in the contest.
He never before sounded you in this business.
Oh, never, my lord. But I have oft heard him maintain it to be fit that the son's at perfect age and father's declining. The father should be as ward to the son, and the son manage his revenue.
Oh, villain, villain, his very opinion in the letter. Oh, villain. A naturally tested, brutish villain. Worse than brutish. Go, Sirrah. Seek him. I'll apprehend him, abominable villain. Where is he?
Oh, I do not well know, my lord. If it shall suspend you, or even shall please you, to suspend your indignation against my brother, till you can derive from him better testimony of his intent, you should run a certain course. If you violently proceed against him, mistaking his purpose, it would make a great gap in your own honor. I dare pawn down my life for him that he hath writ this, to feel my affection for your worship, and to no other pretense of danger.
Think you so?
Your honor judge it me. I shall place you where you shall hear us confer of this, and by an auricular assurance have your satisfaction. And that with no further delay than this very evening.
He cannot be such a monster.
Nor is not sure.
To his father, who so tenderly and entirely loves him.
Oh.
Heaven and earth! Go seek him. Seek him out. Wind me into him. I would unstate myself to be in a due resolution.
I will seek him, sir, presently. Convey the business as I shall find means, and acquaint you with all.
These late eclipses of the sun and moon portend no good to us. Though the wisdom of nature can reason it thus and thus, yet nature finds itself scourged by the secret effects. Love cools, friendships fall off, brothers divide, cities mutinies, countries discord, palaces treason. This villain of mine comes under the prediction. His son against father. The king bolts from the bias of nature. Father against child. We have seen the best of our time. Machination, holiness, treachery, and all ruinous disorder follow us disquietly to our graves. Find out this villain, Edmund. It shall lose thee nothing. Do it carefully, I pray you. The noble and true-hearted Kent banished. His offense, honesty, his strange.
This is the excellent foppery of the world. But when we are sick in fortune, often the surface of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and the stars, as if we were villains on necessity. Fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treachers by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence, and all that we are evil in thrusting on. An admirable evasion of a whoremaster man, to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows that I am rough and lecherous. Huh. I should have been that I am, had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing. Ah. Edgar, Pat. He comes like the catastrophe of the old comedy. My cue is villainous melancholy with a sigh, like from a bedroom. Oh, these eclipses do portend these divisions.
How now, Brother Edmund? What serious contemplation are you in?
I was thinking, brother, of a prediction I read this other day. What should follow these eclipses?
Do you busy yourself with that?
I promise you the effects he writes of succeed, unhappily, as of unnaturalness between the child and the parents. Death! Death! Dissolutions of ancient amities. Divisions in state. Menaces and maledictions against king and nobles. Needless diffidences. Banishment of friends. Dissipation of cohorts. Nuptial breaches. Oh, and I know not what.
How long have you been a secretary astronomical?
Come. When saw you my father last?
The night gone by.
Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
Parted you in good terms? Found you no displeasure in him by word nor countenance?
None at all.
Brother, bethink yourself wherein you may have offended him, and at my entreaty forbear his presence, till some little time have qualified the heat of his displeasure, which at this instant so rageth in him.
Some villain has done me wrong.
That's my fear. I pray you, have a consonant forbearance till the speed of his rage goes slower. And as I say, retire with me to my lodgings, from whence I shall fitly bring you to hear my lord speak. Pray you go. There's my key. If you do stir abroad, brother, go armed.
Armed, brother?
Brother, I am no honest man if there be any good meaning toward you. I have told you what I've seen and heard, but faintly. Nothing alike the image and horror of it. Oh, pray your way.
Shall I hear from you or not?
I do serve you in this business. A credulous father, and a brother noble, whose nature is so far above doing harms that he suspects none, upon whose foolish honesty my practices ride easy. I see the business. Let me, if not by birth, have land by wit, or with meat that I can fashion.
This my father right, my gentleman, for chiding off his fool.
Aye, madam.
By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other that sets us all at odds. I'll not endure it. His nights grow riotous, and he himself upbraids on every trifle. When he returns from hunting, I will not speak with him. Say I am sick. If you come slack of former services, you shall do well. The fault of it I'll answer.
He's coming, madam. I hear you.
Put on what weary negligence you please, you and your fellows. I'd have it come to question. If he disstates it, let him to my sister, whose mind and mine in that I know are one, not to be overruled. Idle old man, who would still manage those authorities he hath given away. Remember what I've said.
Well, madam.
And let his knights have colder looks among you. What grows of it, no matter. Advise your fellows so. I'll ride straight to my sister to hold my very cause. Prepare for dinner.
If but as well, I other accents borrow, that can my speech diffuse, my good intent may carry through itself to that full issue for which I raised my likeness. Now banished Kent, If thou canst serve where thou dost stand condemned, so may it come. Thy master, whom thou lovest, shall find thee full of labours.
Let me stay not a jot for dinner. Go get it ready. Now, what art thou?
Ah, man, sir.
Oh, what dost thou profess? What wouldst thou?
I do profess to be no less than I seem. To serve him truly, that will put me in trust. To love him, that is honest. To converse with him, that is wise and says little. To fear judgment, to fight when I cannot choose, and to eat no fish.
What art thou?
A very honest-hearted fellow, and as poor as a king.
Thou bist poor for a subject as he is for a king, that's poor enough. What wouldst thou?
Service.
Oh, whom wouldst thou serve?
You, sir?
Know me, fella.
No, sir. But you had that in your countenance, that which I would fain call master.
Oh, and what's that?
Authority.
What services canst thou do?
I can keep honest counsel, write, run, mar a curious tale in telling it, deliver a plain message bluntly. That which ordinary men are fit for, I am qualified in, and the best of me is diligence.
And how old art thou?
Not so young to love a woman for singing, nor so old to dote on her for anything. 5 years on my back, sir, 48.
Follow me. If I love thee no worse after dinner, I'll not part from thee yet. Oh, dinner! Where's my dinner? And where's my fool? I've not seen my fool. Go you get my dinner. And go you find my fool. Ah, sir. Where's my daughter? So please you. Sister Clod, call the clodpole back. Where's my fool? I think the whole world must be asleep. I've not seen him these 2 days. What is the fellow?
Sir, he said your daughter is not well.
Why came the mongrel not back when I called him?
Sir, he answered me in the roundest manner. He would not.
Would not?
My lord, I know not what the matter is, but to my judgment your highness is not entertained for that ceremonious affection as you were wont. There's a great abatement of kindness appears to well in the general dependence, as well in the duke himself and your daughter.
Sayest thou so?
I beseech you, my lord, pardon me if I be mistaken, for my thinking cannot be silent, and I think your highness wrong.
That but reminds me of mine own conception. Now, I will look further into it. But where's my fool? Go you call my fool hither.
Think, sir, my young lady's gone into France. The fool hath much pined away.
No more of that. I've noted it well. Ah! Here, come hither. Know me, fella? Oh, I think you're my lady's father. Lady's father? My lord's knave, you horse and dog! You slave, you cat!
I am none of these, my lord. I beseech your pardon.
You bandy words with me, fellow!
I must be struck, my lord. Nor threaten either. You fake football player.
Oh, well done. Thou servest me and I love thee.
Come, sir, arise away. I'll fix these differences if you will measure your lover's length again. Harry, butt away, jump to.
Well done, my good knave. Thou servest me and I love thee.
Ah, sir. You best have my cox from.
What?
What? For serving this fellow. I found Spanish put to his daughters, and done a further blessing against his will. If thou would follow him, thou must needs take my coxcomb.
Why, fool?
Hi, for serving him. Thou canst not. Said as the wind smiles, thou catch cold shortly. I'll tell you. How now, uncle? What I had 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters.
Why, fool?
If I gave them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself. Here's mine. Back another of thy daughters.
Take heed, sir, other whip.
Oh, truth of dog best I cannot. He must be whipped out. When made the broth may sit by the fire and stink.
and calls him.
There are arctic deer stitch.
Do, boy.
Arctic lumber. Have more than thou showest. Speak less than thou knowest. Lend less than thou owest. Ride more than thou goest. Learn more than thou trowest. Accept less than thou throwest. Leave thy drink and thy whore, and stay in a door, and thou shalt have more than 2 tens of the score.
This is nothing, fool.
Then 'tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. There gives me nothing for it. Can't make it nothing, my good.
Oh boy, nothing can be made out of nothing.
Really tell him, so much the rent his land comes to. He'll not believe a fool.
Bitter fool.
Dost thou know the difference, the boy, between a bitter fool and a sweet fool?
No, teach me.
The Lord who counselled thee to give away thy land, come, place him here by me. Do thou before him stand. The sweet and bitter fool will presently appear. The one in mockery here, the other found out there.
Call me fool, boy.
All thy other titles thou hast given away, and that one thou was born with.
This is not altogether fool, my lord.
I marvel what kin now thy daughters are. They'll have me whipped for speaking true, and thou shalt have me whipped for lying. Sometimes I'm whipped for holding my peace. Oh, I'd rather be any kind of thing than a fool. And yet I would not be thee, Nuncle. Thou hast teared thy wit on 2 halves and left nothing in the middle. Here comes one of the pairings.
How now, daughter? Now what makes that frontless on? Methinks thou too much of late in the frown.
Thou wert a pretty fellow, then hast no need to care for frowning. Now thou art an O without a figure. I am better now. Now I am a fool. Thou art nothing. Yes, forsooth, I will hold my tongue, so your face bids me, though you say nothing. Mum, neither eat, nor crust nor crumb, weary of all, shall want some. That's a shield piece, Todd.
Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, breaking both in right and not to be endured riot. I had thought by making this known unto you to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance, which if you should, the fault would not scape censure, nor the redresser's fleet.
For you trow, Uncle, the hedge sparrow who fed the cuckoo so long, she had its head spit off by its young. Out went the candle, and you are left darkly.
You our daughter.
Come, sir, I would you would make use of that good wisdom whereof I know you are fraught, and put away these dispositions that of late transform you from what you rightly are.
May not the ass know when the cart draws a horse? Oh, John, I love thee.
Your name, fair gentlewoman?
This admiration, sir, is much of the savour of other your new pranks. I do beseech you to understand my purpose as a right, as you are old and reverend should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this our court, inspected with their manners, shows like a riotous inn. Epicurism at last makes it more like a tavern or a brothel than a great palace. The shame itself does speak for instant remedy. Be then desired by her that else will take the things she begs a little to disquantity your train, and the remainder that shall still depend be such men as may besought your aid that know themselves and you.
Generous bastard! I'll not trouble thee more, yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my people, and your defrauded rabble make servants of their betters.
Oh, woe that too late repents. All you account, sir, it is your will. Come, speak. Prepare my horses.
Be patient.
Detested kite, thou liest. My train are men of choice and rarest parts, that all particulars of duty know. Oh, most small false ugly, thou in Cordelia show. Lear, beat at this gate that let thy folly in and thy dear judgment out.
My lord, I am filled with desire and ignorance of what had moved you.
Maybe so, my lord. Here, nature, here, dear goddess, here. Never thou didst intend to make this creature fruitful. Suspend thy purpose. To her womb convey sterility. Dry up in her the organs of increase. that from her derogate body never spring a babe to honor her. She must seem a child of spleen, that it may live to be athwart this nature torment to her, that it stamp wrinkles in her brow of youth, with tears spread channels in her cheek, turn all her women's joys and laughter to laughter and contempt, that she may feel how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away!
How bastard we adore. Where are comes
Never afflict yourself to know more of it, but let his disposition have that scope that dotage gives it.
50 of my followers at the club within a fortnight!
What's the matter, sir?
I tell thee, I am ashamed that thou hast power to shake my manhood thus, that these hot tears which break from me perforce should make thee worse than blast and bugs upon thee, the ill-scented woundings of a father's curse pierce every part about thee. I have a daughter, I have one daughter, and when she shall hear this of thee, with her nails she'll flay thy wolvish visage. Thou shalt find that I'll resume the shape which thou dost think I cast off forever.
Do you mark that, my lord?
I cannot be so partial, Gonald, to the great love that I bear you.
Pray you consent. Oswald, hold! You, sir, more knaves than fools, after your master.
Uncle Lear, tarry. Take the fool with thee. What? When one has caught her, and such a daughter, shall sure to slaughter. Kiss my cup, the bar halter, and so the fool follows after.
Oh, this man has had good counsel, 100 knights. 'Tis politic and safe to let him keep to the point 100 knights, yes. That on every dream, each buzz, each fancy, complaint, dislike, he may guard his dotage with their powers and hold our lives in mercy. Oswald, I say!
Well, you may fear too far.
Safer than to trust too far. Let me still take away the harms I fear, not fear still to be taken. I know his heart. What he hath uttered I have writ my sister. If she sustain him and his 100 knights, when I have shown me unfit to... What now, Oswald? Have you read that letter to my sister?
Aye, madam.
Take you some company and away to horse. Inform her full of my particular fear, and thereto add such reasons of your own as may compact it more. Get you gone, and hasten your return. No, no, my lord. This milky gentleness and course of yours, though I condemn not. Yet, under pardon, you are much more attached for want of wisdom than praised for harmful mildness.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. Striving to better off we mar what's well.
Nay then.
Well, the event.
Go ye be informed to Gloucester with these letters. If thy diligence be not speedy, we shall be there for you.
I'm not late, my lord, till I've delivered your letters.
If a man's brain she and healed, were it not in danger of crime,
All right, boy.
then prithee be merry. Thy wits will ne'er go slipshod. Shall see that other daughter will use thee kindly. For, though she was like this as a crab is an apple, yet I can tell what I can tell.
Yeah, what canst tell, boy?
She'll taste us like this as a crab does to a crab. I can tell by one's nose and in the middle of one's face.
Why?
Why? To keep one's eyes on either side of one's nose. And what a man cannot smell out, he may spy into.
Is her wrong?
Canst tell her noise to make you shout?
No, boy.
No, nor I neither. But I do know why her snail had a house.
Oh, why?
Why? What, to keep his horns in. Not to give it away to his daughter to leave his head without a case.
I'll forget my nature. What's the ingratitude? Be my horses ready?
Oh, the asses have gone about them. The reason why the 7 stars are not more than 7 is a pretty reason.
riders then, are they?
Yes, indeed. Well, like a good fool.
Again by force.
If thou art my fault, uncle, I have thee beat to being old before thy time.
Oh, how's that?
Thou should not have been old, nor thou hast been wise.
Not be mad, sweet heaven. Not be mad. Keep me in temper. Not be mad. My horse is ready.
Ready, my lord.
Come.
She that's made now, at last of my departure, shall not be made long, unless things be cut shorter.
Ah, saved you, Karen. Thank you, sir. I have been with your father and given him notice. The Duke of Cornwall and Regan, his Duchess, will be here with him this night. How comes that? Nay, I know not. You have heard of the news abroad? Not I pray you. What are they? You have heard of no likely wars towards which the Dukes of Albany and Cornwall? Not a word. You may do that in time. Fairly well, sir.
But be here tonight. The better. The best. This weaves itself perforce into my business. My father hath set guard to take my brother, and I have one thing of a queasy question which I must ask. Preakness and fortune work. Brother, a word! He sends, brother, I say! Oh, sir, my father watches. Fly this place. Intelligence is given where you are hid. You have now the good advantage of the night. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall? He's coming hither. Now, in the night, in the haste. And Regan with him. Have you nothing said upon his party against the Duke of Albany? Advise yourself. I'm sure that not a word. I hear my father coming. Pardon me. In cunning I must draw my sword on you. But you all seem to defend yourself. Yield! Now, wish you well. Light, ho, here! Fly, brother! Torches! Torches! So farewell. Some blood drawn on me would beget opinion of my more fierce endeavour. I have seen drunkards do more than this in sport. Father! Father! Stop! Stop! What? No help? Now, Edmund! Where's the villain? Here stood he in the dark, his sharp sword out, mumbling of wicked charms, conjuring the moon. But where is he? Where is he? Look, sir, I bleed. Where's the villain, Edmund? Fled this way, when by no means he could. Sweet. Ho! Ho, Arthur! By no means what? Persuade me to the murder of your lordship. Will he deny his letter? I never got him. The Duke comes. Well, not why he comes. All ports I'll bar. The villain shall not escape. The Duke must grant me that. And of my land, a loyal and natural boy, I'll make the means to make thee capable.
How now, my noble friend? Since I came hither, which I can call but now, I have heard strange news.
If it be true, or vengeance comes through God which can pursue my offender. How thus, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked. Cracked.
What did my father's godson seek your life? He whom my father named your Edgar.
Lady, shame would have it here.
Was he not companion to the riotous knights that tend upon my father?
No, not.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Yes, madam. He was at that council.
No marvel then. As though he were ill affected as they have put him on the old man's desk, to have the expense and waste of his revenues. I have this present evening from my sister been well informed of them, and with such caution that if they come to sojourn at my house, I'll not be there.
Nor I, assure thee, Regan. Edmund, I hear that you have shown your father a childlike office.
Oh, 'twas my duty, sir. To berate his practice and receive his hurt, you see. Striving to apprehend him.
Is he pursued?
Aye, my lord.
If he be taken, he shall never more be feared of doing harm. Make your own purpose, how in my strength you choose. For you, Edmund, you whose virtue and obedience justice so much commend itself, you shall be ours. The nature of such deep trust we shall must need. You we first seize on.
Oh, I shall serve you, sir. Truly, however else. For him, I thank your grace.
Know you not why we came to visit you?
Thus out of season, spreading dark-eyed night, occasions noble Gloucester of some toils, wherein we must have use of your advice. Our father he hath prison, so hath our sister of differences, which I best thought it fit to answer from our homes as several messengers from hence at hen dispatched. Our good old friend, lay comfort to thy bosom and bestow your needful counsel to our business, which craves the instant use.
I serve you, madam. Your grace is a right welcome.
Good dawning to thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye,
Where may we stay our horse?
in the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Why then I care not for thee.
If I had thee in Lipsbury pinfold, I would make thee care for me.
Why dost thou use me thus? I know thee not.
A fellow, I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
A knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meat, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, £100, filthy, worsted, stocking knave, a lily-livered, action-taking orson, glass-gazing, super-serviceable finical rogue, one trunk-inheriting slave, one that would be abhorred in way of good service, and art nothing but the composition of a knave, beggar, coward, pander, and the son and heir of a mongrel bitch, one whom I will fit into clamorous whining if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou, thus to rail on one that is neither known of thee, nor knows thee?
What a brazen-faced varlet art thou to deny thou knowest me? Is it but 2 days since I tripped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Draw, you rogue! Draw, you horse and culinary barbermonger! Draw!
Wait, I have nothing to do with
Draw,
thee!
you rascal! You come and let us against the king! Come your way! Draw! Strike, you flesh! Stand, you neat flesh! No, no! Come on! I'll stand it! Come on! Bear!
Weapons, arms, what's the matter here? Keep peace upon your lives, he dares to strike again. What is the matter?
The messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak.
Oh, I'm scarce in breath, my lord.
I know marvels! You were so bestirred your valour, you cowardly rascal. Nature disclaims in thee. A tailor made thee!
Thou art a strange fellow. A tailor make a man.
I, sir, a tailor. A stone cutter. Or a painter could not have made him so ill, though they had been but 2 hours at the trade.
No, speak yet. How grew your quarrel?
Oh, this ancient ruffian, sir, whose life in suit of his grey beard, I've led him on.
Thou orson death! Thou unnecessary left! Sir, if you will give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into mortar and daub the walls of a jakes with him.
Beast, sirrah, you beastly knave. Know you no reverence?
Yes, sir!
but anger hath a privilege.
Oh, why art thou angry?
That such a slave as this should wear a sword who wears no honesty. Such smiling rogues as these. Renege, affirm and turn their Alphian beast, with every gale and vary their masters. Knowing naught, like dogs, but following. A plague upon your epileptic visage. Oh, smile you my features as I were a fool. Goose, if I had you upon stair and plain, I'd drive ye cackling home to Camelot.
What, art thou mad, old fellow?
How fell you out? Say that!
No contrary hold more antipathy than I am such a knave.
And why dost thou call him knave? What is offence?
His countenance likes me not.
No more perchance does mine, nor his, nor hers.
Sir, 'tis my occupation to be plain. I have seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder that I see before me.
Oh, this is some fellow. Having been praised quite from his nature. He cannot flatter, yet he, an honest mind and plain, he must speak truth. Now, what was the offence you gave him?
Oh, I never gave him any. It pleased the king his master very late to strike at me, when he compact, tripped me behind. Being down, insulted, railed, and put upon him such a deal of man that word did him got praises of the king, and in the placement drew on me here again. None of these rogues and fools, but Ajax is their fool.
Fetch forth the stocks, you stubborn ancient knave! Your reverend braggart will teach you!
Sir, I am too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you. You shall do full respect. Show too bold a malice against the grace and person of my master, stocking his messenger.
Fetch forth the stocks, as I have life and honour, there shall he sit till noon!
Till noon, till night, my lord, and all night too.
Madam, if I were your father's dog, you should not use me so!
So being his name, I will!
This is the fellow with the self-same colour our sister speaks of. Come, bring away that stock!
I do beseech your grace not to do so. His fault is great, and the good king, his master, will check him for it. The king must take it ill that he, so slightly valued in his messenger, should have him thus restrained.
I'll answer her.
My sister may receive it much more worse to have her gentleman abused to soldier for following her affairs. Come, my good lord, away.
I am sorry for thee, friend. Do pleasure. Whose disposition all the world knows will not be rubbed nor stopped. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray do not, sir. I have watched and travelled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out. The rest I'll whistle. A good man's fortune may grow out at heels. Give you good morrow.
The Duke's to blame in this. Will be ill taken.
Good king that must approve the common sore, thou out of heaven's benediction comest to the warm sun. Approach thou beacon to this underglow, that by thy comfortable beam I may peruse this letter. Nothing almost sees miracles but misery. I know it is from Cordelia, who hath most fortunately been informed of my obscured course, and shall find time, seeking to give losses their remedy. Oh, weary and overwatched, take vantage, heavy eyes, not to behold such shameful lodging. Fortune, good night, smile once more, turn thy wheel.
Heard myself proclaimed from the happy hollow of a tree, escaped the hunt. No quarters free, no place but guard, and most unusual vigilance does not attend my papers. Because I may escape, I will preserve myself. The thought to take the poorest and most basest shape that ever penury and contempt of man brought near to beast. My fate beggars who would roar in voices, striking their numbed and mortified bare arms on pins, wooden pricks, nails, sprigs of rosewood. But this horrible lot, from low farms, poor and pelting villages, sheepcotes and mills, sometimes with sand, sometimes with bread. Their charity. Poor Telegod, poor Tom. There's something yet. Edgar, I'm nothing yet.
Strange that they should so depart from home and not send back our messenger.
I learned from them the night before. There was no purpose in this remove.
Hail to thee, noble master!
Ha! He wears straw garters. Horses are tied by the head, dogs and bears by the neck, monkeys by the loins, and men by the legs. When a man overlaps his legs, then he wears wooden leather stocks.
Is it so much mistook thy place to sit thee here, coming from us?
It is both he and she, your son and daughter.
No.
Yes,
No, I say.
I say yea.
I say no!
Yes, they have.
By Jupiter, I swear no!
I too know, I swear I.
They could not do it! They could not! It's worse than murder to do upon respect such violent outrage. Therefore resolve me with all modesty, which way thou mightst deserve or they impose this usage coming from us.
My lord, when at their own, I did commend your highness's letters to them. Ere I was risen from the place that showed my duty kneeling, came there a reeking post, stewed in his haste, half breathless, panting forth from Goneril his mistress' salutations. Delivered letters, and in spite of intermissions, presently they read. Gave me cold looks. And, meeting here the other messenger, whose welcome I perceive to poison mine, being the very fellow which you late displayed so saucily against your highness, but having more man than wit about me, I drew. He raised the house with loud and coward cries. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame which ye have suffered.
Winter's not gone yet. The wild geese fly that way. Fathers that wear rags shall make their children blind. Fathers that bear bags shall see their children kind. Fortune, that errant whore, ne'er turns the key to the poor. But for all this, thou should have as many dollars for thy daughters as thou canst tell in a year.
Kneel down, my rising sorrow! Where is this daughter?
With the old sir here within.
Follow me not, stay here.
Thank you no offence of what you speak of.
None. How chance the king comes with so small a train?
No husband sitting the stocks for that question. Rather well deserved it.
Why, fool?
Just set me to school to an aunt to teach thee there's no labouring in the winter. All who follow their noses are led by their eyes, not the blind men. And there's not a nose among 20 that can smell him that's stinking. Let go thy hold, the great wheel runs down the hill. Let it break thy neck with following. But the great one that goes uphill, let it draw thee after. When a wise man gives you better counsel, give thee one again. And I've none but know you follow it, and the fool gives it.
Oh, where learned you this, fool?
Not in the stocks, fool.
Deny to speak with me! They are sick, they are tired, they have travelled all night! Here, fetchers, fetch me a better answer! My dear lord, you know the fiery quality of the Jew. Unremovable and fixed he is in his own cause. Plague, death, damnation! Fiery, what quality? Gloucester, I would speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife. Well, my dear lord, I have informed them so. Who informed them? Just understand me, man. The king would speak with Cornwall. The loving father would with his daughter speak. Are they informed of this? Aye, my lord. Get that blood fiery. You tell the hot duke that... No, not yet. No, perhaps they are not well. The nature is not herself. when we command the mind to suffer with the body. Wherefore should he sit there this life? This remotion of the Duke and her reminds me that this is practice only. Give me my servant horse. Go tell the Duke of Cornwall and his wife I would speak with them now presently, or at their chamber door I'll beat the drums and cry sleep to death. I would have all well betwixt you. Rising sorrow. Tomorrow to thee.
Hail to your grace.
I'm glad to see your highness.
Oh, Regan, I think you are. Oh, no, of course you have to think so. If thou didst not think so, I would divorce me from thy mother's doom for sepulchring an adulteress. Regan, thy sister's naught. You will not believe of how she hath tied sharp-toothed unkindness here, like a vulture. Thou not believe of how depraved the qualities. Oh, Regan.
I pray you, father, take patience. I have heard you left her how to value her desert and keep askant her duty.
How mean you?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If, sir, perchance she have restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her of all blame.
My curses on her.
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the of her. Would be by such discretion your state better than yourself. Therefore, I pray that you our sister you do make return. So you have wronged.
Turn to her? Oh, do you mark how this becomes the house? Dear daughter, I confess that I am old. Age is unnecessary. Therefore, on my knees, I vouchsafe that you grant me food and bed and raiment.
Oh, sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. She hath abated me of half my train, looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue most serpent-like upon the heart. All the stored vengeances of heaven fall upon her ungrateful top. Her young bones, you taking airs with lameness.
Spy, sir, spy!
Infect her beauty, you fen-sucked bogs, drawn by the powerful sun to fall and blast her pride.
Oh, the blessed God, and so you wish on me when the rash mood is on.
Oh, no, Regan. Thou should never have my curse. No, thy tender-hefted nature would not give thee aught to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, thine to comfort, not burn. Thou better knowest the dues of office. 'Tis not indeed to scant my train, to cut off my pleasures, to oppose the bolt against my coming in. Thou better knowest the dues of gratitude. Thy half of the kingdom does not forgot wherein I thee endowed.
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who stopped my servant?
What trumpet, sir?
I know it's my sister. This approves her letter that she will soon be here. Is your lady come?
This is the slave whose easy borrowed pride dwells in the thick embrace of her he serves. Out of my sight, varlet!
What means your grace?
Who stopped my servant? Regan, I have good hope 'twas not thee. Oh, ye heavens! If you do love old men, if you yourself are old, fall down and take my part. Art not ashamed? Regan, thou not take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offence that indiscretion finds and dotage terms so.
Who stopped my servant?
I set him there, sir, but his own disorders deserve much less advancement.
You did you?
I pray you, father, being weak seems so. If till the expiration of the month you will return to sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train, come then to me. I am now from home and out of that provision which shall be needful for your entertainment.
Return to her and 50 men dismissed? Oh, rather I abjure all roofs and choose to wage enmity with the open air, to be the comrade with the wolf and the owl. The hot-blooded France that dowerless took our youngest daughter. I could be better persuaded to knee his throne and squire like Pence and beg to keep his life afoot. Turn to her. Persuade me rather to be groom and something to this detested slave.
At your choice, sir.
Oh, daughter, do not make me mad. I prithee, do not make me mad. I'll no more see thee again. We'll no more meet. Yet thou art my flesh, my blood, my daughter. 'Tis thee that's in my flesh, which I must needs call mine. That a boil, a plague sore, an embossed carbuncle in my corrupted blood. But I'll not try thee. I'll not call for vengeance. I can wait. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan. I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I looked not for you, nor am provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister. But those that mingle reason with your passion must be content to think you old, and so... But she knows what she does.
Sayest thou?
I dare vouch it, sir. What, 50 followers? He did not well. What should you need of more, yea, or so many? Sisters both charge in vain to speak against so great a number. How in one house could many people under 2 commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those that she calls servants or from mine?
Why not, my lord, and if they chance to slap you, we could control them. If you will come to me, for now I spy a danger, I entreat you to bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give place or notice.
I gave you all.
And in good time you gave it.
Made you my guardians, my depositories, but never kept a reservation of such a number. Must I come to you, Regan, with but 5 and 20? Is that so?
And speak again, my lord, no more with me.
Oh, how wicked creatures do seem less wicked when others are more. Oh, I'll go with thee. By 50 art twice her 5 and 20, and thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5 and 20, 10 or 5, to follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you?
What needs 1?
Oh, reason not the need. Our baseless beggars are in the poorest things superfluous. But not nature more than nature needs. Man's life's the cheapest beast. Oh, ye gods, if it be you that stir these daughters against their father, fool me not so much to bear it tamely. Strike me with noble anger. Now, you unnatural hags! I will have my revenges upon you both, and they shall be... I will do such things. What they are, I know not yet, but they shall be the terrors of this earth. You think I'll weep? I'll not weep. I have full cause of weeping. That this heart of mine shall break into 100,000 flaws, or ere I'll weep. Oh, fool, I can't go back!
Let us withdraw. It will be a storm.
This house is little. The old man and his people cannot be well bestowed.
'Tis his own blame hath put him from rest, and must needs taste his folly.
For his particular I will feed him gladly, but not 1 follower.
So am I purpose. Where is my lord of Gloucester?
Don't follow the old man forth. He is returned.
The king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
He calls the horse, but will I know not whither.
'Tis best to give him way. He leaves himself.
My lord, by no means entreat him to stay.
Back. The night comes on. The bleak winds do sorely rattle. Many miles about, there's scarce a bush.
Oh, sir, the wilful men, and the injuries they themselves procure must be their schoolmaster. Shut up your door. He is attended with a desperate trade, and what they will incense him to, being apt to abuse his ear, with bit fear.
Shut up your doors, my lord. 'Tis a wild night, my Regan counsels well. Come out of the storm.
know you! Where's the king?
Sitting with the fretful elements, bids the wind blow the earth into the sea, or swell the cold waters above the main, that things might change or cease.
Sir, I do know you, and dare upon the warrant of my note, commend a dear thing to you. There is division, although as yet the face of it be covered with mutual cunning, twixt Albany and Cornwall. But true it is, from France there comes a power into this kingdom, who, already wise in our negligence, have secret feet in some of our best ports, and are at point to show their open banner. But now to you. If on my credit, you dare build so far to make your way to Dover, you shall find some that will thank you, making just report of how unnatural and be maddening the king hath cause to plague. I am a gentleman of blood and breeding, and from some knowledge and assurance, offer this office to you.
I will talk further with you.
No, do not. For confirmation that I am much more than my outwall, open this purse and take what it contains. If you shall see Cordelia, fear not but you shall, show her this ring, and she'll tell you who your fellow is that yet you do not know. Fie on this storm. I'll go seek the king.
Give me your hand.
Rage! Blow! Into the western hurricane of sparks deliver drenched our steeples from the top! You swords executing fire, the born furious of all cleaving thunderbolt, singe my white hair! And all shaking thunder, strike flat the thick rotundity of the earth, strike nature's mold, all Germans spill at once, every ungrateful man!
Oh my God! Poor Tony Walker! The dry house! It's better this rainwater out of doors! Oh, good uncle! In! And ask thy daughter's blessing! Oh, this is a knight that is not a wise man nor fool!
Rumble thy belly full! Spitfire! Storm rain! Nor rain, wind, fire are my daughters! I never gave you kingdom! I never called you children! Therefore you owe me no subscription. Let fall your horrible pressure. Here I stand, your slave. A poor, infirm, weak, despised old man. And yet, I call you servile ministers, who with 2 pernicious daughters have joined your high-attended battlements on high, against the head as all and white as this. Oh, 'tis foul!
He that has a house to put head in has a good headpiece.
I will be patient. I will say nothing.
Who's there?
Oh, Mary, here's Grace of the codpiece. Oh, 'tis a wise man and a fool.
Lord Astor, are you here? Things that love the night love not such nights as these. Or the wrathful sky, tell her the very wonders of the night and make them keep their cave. Since I was a man, such sheets of fire, such bursts of horrid thunder I never remembered to have heard. Man's nature cannot carry the affliction nor the fear.
Dreadful gods that keep this pother o'er our head, seek out their enemies now. Tremble, you wretch that have within the undivulged crimes unwhipped for justice. Hide thy concealing hands, rise thy concealing countenance, and cry these dreadful summoners grace. I am a man who has sinned against and sinning.
Oh, that's bareheaded. Gracious, my lord, hard by ear as a hovel. Repose you there. Why, it is hard out, more harder than the stones whereof 'tis raised, which even but now demanding to come after you denied me to come in. I'll return and force this scanded courtesy.
I'm cold, boy. I'm cold, too. Where is this straw? The art of our necessities is strange that makes vile things seem precious. My poor boy. I have in my heart yet a part of me that feels sorry for thee.
Oh, he that has but a fine little wit, for the hay, how, the wind and the rain, shall make content with his fortunes fit, After the rain, it raineth every day.
Aye, and that's true.
It comes, your hover. There's a brave knight to cool a courtesan. I'll speak a prophecy. There I go. When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with water, when nobles are their tailors' tutors, no heretics burn but 20 suitors, then shall the reign of Albion come to great confusion. When every case in law is right, no squire in debt, no nor poor knight, when slanders do not live in tongues, nor cutpurses come not to throngs, then comes the time who lives to sit, that going shall be used with feet. This prophecy Merlin shall make. I live before his time.
Alack, Edmund, I like not this unnatural dealing. When I desired their leave that I might pity him, they took from me the use of mine own house. Charged me unfeigned of their perpetual displeasure. Not to speak of him, entreat for him, nor any way sustain him. Most savage and unnatural. Oh, too. Say you nothing. There is division betwixt the Dukes, and a matter worse than that. I received a letter this night. It's dangerous to be spoken. I've locked the letter in my closet. These injuries the king now bears will be revenged home. There is part of a power already footed. We must incline towards the king. I will seek him and privily relieve him. Go you and maintain talk with the Duke so that my charity be not of him received. He asked for me. I'm ill and gone to bed. Though I die for it, as no less is threatened me, the good king, my master, must be relieved. Careful. Be careful. I'll go to
This courtesy forbids thee, shall the Duke instantly know. And of that letter too. It seems a fair deserving, and must draw me that which my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
Here is the place, my lord. Oh, good, my lord, enter. The tyranny of the open night's too rough for nature to endure.
Let me alone.
Good, my lord, enter here.
Break my heart.
I'd rather break mine own. Good, my lord, enter.
Thou thinkst this match discontent to storm invades us to the skin? So 'tis to thee. But where the greater malady is, fixed the letter is scarce felt. Thou shalt a bear, but if thy flight lay towards the roaring sea, thou'st meet the bear in the mouth. Ingratitude! Is it not that this mouth should bear these hands with their food to it? I will have my revenges. I will strike home. I will... Send me out in such a storm as this. Oh, Lord, I will endure. Oh, God, oh, dear Father, who lost it. No more of that. That way madness lies. No more.
Oh, good, my lord, enter here.
I prithee, go in thyself. In, boy, seek thine own ease. I'll pray and then I'll sleep. Oh, naked Richard, wheresoe'er you be, bide the pelting of this pitiless storm. Fasten your houseless head, your unfed thighs, your windowed raggedness, defend you from evil such as these. I have taken to live
uncle! It's a spirit! Help me, help me!
Who's there?
Oh, a spirit, a spirit! He said his name, poor Tom.
What art thou that dost grumble there in the straw? Come forth!
Wait! The foul fiend follows me. The sharp form is the cold wind. And I can't let warm me.
Hast thou given all to thy two daughters? And I've come to this.
Is there anything to poor Tom? From the foul fiend is led through fire and through flame. This is like knives of his pillow. Wretched beneath by his porridge. Tom's a cow. Do poor Tom a charity whom the foul fiend vexes.
His two daughters done this to him. Couldst thou save nothing?
Nay, yes, it serves a blanket, else he's been all shaved.
What? This is the subject that we get these pelican daughters.
Pillicock, hello!
Oh, this court knight will tell us all the fools and madmen.
Take ye the foul fiend, keep thy word justly, swear not, commit not for a man's sworn self, set not thy sweetheart on proud array, Tom the troll.
What was he?
A serving man, proud in heart and mind, who gloves in my cap and curls my hair, one that serves the lust of my mistress's heart, and is yet of darkness within. And that slept in the confining of life, and waits to do it. Why, dost thy deeply, die dearly, and in woman, how paramour the Turk. Keep thy foot out of ruffles, thy head from lettuce, thy hand out of brackets, and defy the foul beast. Still, through the hawthorn blows the cold wind.
Thou wert better in thy grave than thus to face this season naked. Consider him well. The worm no silk, the beast no hide, the sheep no wool, the cat no perfume. Three of us are sophisticated. But thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is just no more than this, a poor, bare, forked animal. Off, you langling!
Oh, pity, uncle, pity! Oh, 'tis a naughty night to swim in. Look, a small fire in a wild field is like an old lecher's heart. A small spark, oh, the restaurant's bloody cold. Look, here comes the walking fire.
It's the foul fiend, liberty. He begins to turn you, and where is the first talk?
How fares your grace?
What's he?
Who's there? What is it you seek?
Where are you there? Your name?
Poor Tom, there's the swimming cross, the toad salute, and the tadpole. Hate, smoke, and sin shall be.
What? Had your grace no better company?
The prince of darkness is a devil. Murder, you told, and murder.
Our flesh and blood, my lord, has grown so vile that it doth hate what gets it.
Tom's a cow.
Go in with me. My duty cannot suffer to obey in all my daughter's hard commands. Let their injunctions be to bar my doors, and let this tyrannous night take hold of you. Lest if I venture to come seek you out, and bring you where both fire and food is ready.
First I would speak with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder?
Oh, good my lord, take his off and go into the house.
I would speak first with this same learned Stephen. What is your study?
How to prevent the fiend, and to kill vermin.
A word with you in private.
Oh, importune him once more to go in, my lord. His wits begin to unsettle.
Canst thou blame him? His daughters seek his death. Good kid. He said it would be thus, poor banished man. Thou say'st the king grows mad. I'll tell thee, friend, I'm almost mad myself. I had a son, now outlawed from my blood. He sought my life. Lately, very late, I loved him, friend. No father or son dear. Truth to tell thee, the grief hath crazed my wits. Oh, what a night this! I drove his sleep to face.
First come my philosopher. I would keep his company.
Tom's a cow.
This way, my lord. Come, noble philosopher.
Good my lord, I sued him. Don't let him take the fellow.
Take him, you on!
Come, noble seaman.
Hush! Hush! A word!
Charles Roland, to the Dark Tower came. His words were still, "Fie, foe, and bum! I spill the blood of a British man."
I will have my revenge ere I depart this house.
How, my lord, I may be censured. That nature thus gives way to loyalty, something fears me to think of.
I now perceive it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition made him seek his death, but a provoking merit set athwart by a reprovable badness in himself.
Oh, how malicious is my fortune, but I must repent to be just. Here is the letter he spoke of. It approves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh, heavens, that this treason were not, or not I the detector.
Go with me to the Duchess.
If the matter in this paper be certain, you have mighty business at hand.
True or false, it has made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension.
I will persevere in my course of loyalty, though the conflict be sore between that and my blood.
I will lay trust upon thee, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my love.
Here is better than the open air. Take it safely. I will piece out the comfort with what addition I can. I will not be long from you.
All the power of his riches in wide God reward your kindness. Frederick calls me and tells me Nero is an angler in the lake of darkness. Pray thou and defy the foul fiend.
Prithee, uncle, tell me, whether Madeline be a yeoman or a gentleman?
A king, a king.
No, he's a yeoman who has a gentleman to his son. Or he's a mad yeoman who has his son gentleman before him.
With red burning spits come hissing in on him. Oh, please, where's my back?
He's mad, the trust, and the chain is a wolf, the horse is health, the boy's lust, or a whore's oath.
I will do it. I will arraign them straight. Now, Robert, man of justice, did you hear? And now his seat here. Sit here. You were in the position to sit you down. Now,
What? Well, he stands and stares. What's thou eyes at the trial, madam? More the fawn fancy to me.
So, Captain, you must not speak, but you dare not come over to the east.
The foul fiend haunts poor Tom in the voice of a nightingale. Up and down strides in Tom's belly for 2 white herrings. Croak not, black angel, I have no food for thee.
How stand you, sir? Then you're not so amazed that when you lie down and rest upon the cushion.
now I will see them tried first. Arraign her first. His goneril. Call in the evidence. I dare take my oath before this honourable commission. She did kick the poking her father.
Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril?
Cannot deny it.
Cry you mercy, I took you for a joint store.
There's another whose walk and look proclaim what store her heart is made on. She's gone! Corruption in the court! Why have done it to stay?
Five, pity, sir. Where's the patience now which you so oft boasted to retain?
My fears begin to take his part too much. Allow my son to
And the little doctor knows. Trade, Blanche, and sweetheart.
He barked me! Bombs on those handsome! A bark to tag!
Arraign her first. He's a Regan. I got some eyes. Let us see if there be anything around her heart that makes me hard. You, sir, I will take you for one of my 100. I don't like the fashion of your garment.
Oh, good
I
my
do
lord.
think they're Persian, but I would have them changed.
Oh, my lord. Lie here and rest a while. curtains! Draw the curtains!
I'll go to supper in the morning.
I'll go to bed at noon.
Peter, friend. Where is the king, thy master?
Here, my lord. But trouble him not. His wits are gone.
Ready, friend. Take him in thy arms. I've overheard a plot of death against him. There's a litter ready. Lay him in it and drive towards Dover, where thou shalt find both welcome and protection. Take up thy master. If thou shouldst dally half an hour his life, with thine and all that offer to defend him, stand in assured loss. Take up, and follow me, that will to some provision give thee quick conduct.
Oh, rest nature's fleet. This rest might yet upon thy broken sinews, which your convenience will not allow stand in our cure. Come, help me to bear thy master. Thou must not stay behind. Come, sir. My master.
Come.
My master.
Come.
My master.
Away, away! We are better than seafaring our words. We scarcely think our miseries our foes. Who alone suffers most in the mind, leaving free things and happy shows behind. But then, the mind much suffers some overskip, when grief has mates with bearing fellowship. How light and portable my pain seems now, from that which makes me beg, makes the king bow. See Charles and his eye father. Tom, away, mark the high noise of the night self-array, when false opinion whose wrong thoughts defile thee, thy just proof repealed and reconciled. What will have for tonight? Safe escapes the king.
Post speedily to my lord, your husband. Show him this letter. The army of France is landed. Seek out the traitor Gloucester.
Hang him instantly.
Pluck out his eyes.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you out this company. The revenges we are bound to take on your traitorous father are not fit for you beholding. Advise the Duke where you are going to a most festinate preparation. We are bound to the like. Our post shall be swift and intelligent betwixt us. Farewell, dear sister. Farewell, my lord of Gloucester. How now? Where's the king?
My lord of Gloucester has conveyed him hence. Some 5 or 6 to 30 of his knights had questress after him. Met him at gate, who with some other of the lord's dependents are gone with him towards Dover, where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Get also for thy mistress.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Edmund, farewell. Though well we may not pass upon his life without the form of justice, yet our power will do a courtesy to our wrath, that men may blame, but not control. Who's there? It's the traitor!
Ungrateful fox.
Bind fast his corky arms!
What mean your graces? Good, my friends, consider you are my guest. Do me no foul play, friends.
Bind him, I say.
Hard, old filthy traitor.
Unmerciful lady as you are, I'm none.
Villain, thou shalt find that...
Ah! By the kind gods, it's most ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
So white and such a traitor.
Naughty lady. Hairs that thou dost ravish from my skin will quicken and accuse thee. I am your host. With robber's hands, by hospitable flavors, you should not ruffle thus. What will you do?
Come, sir, what letters had you late from France?
Be simple answer, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy had you with the traitors they put it in the kingdom?
To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
I have a letter guessingly sent down from one who's of a neutral heart, not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false.
Where thou sent the king?
Dover.
Wherefore to Dover was there not charged at peril?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him answer that.
I have tied the stake and must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails cut out his poor old eye, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick forward his fangs. And I shall see winged vengeance overtake the children.
See it? Shalt thou never? Fellows, hold the chair. Upon these eyes of thine, I'll set my foot.
Ah, he's above the dead, the living ah! Ah, ye cruel gods!
One side or not the other two.
If you see vengeance,
Hold your hand, my lord. I have served you loyally. I've been a servant I never done you than to bid you home.
How now, you dog?
If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it on this quarrel. What do you mean, you villain? Oh, I am slain. My lord, you have one eye left to see some mischief on him.
let this see more. Prevent it! Out, vile jelly! Where is thy luster now?
Oh, dark and comfortless! Where is my son, Edmund? Oh, Edmund did kindle all the sparks and make it a quest in Oregon!
Oh, treacherous felon, thou cause on him that hates thee. 'Twas he who made the overtures of thy treason stood, who too good to pity thee.
Oh, my folly! That ain't no one of you. Oh, ye kind God, forgive me that! And prosper him.
Go thrust him out of gates, and his smell is weighted over. Oh, my lord, I look you.
I've received a hurt. Follow me, lady. Turn out that island villain. Cut that slave upon the dunghill. Oh, Regan, I see. Untie me from this hurt.
Do not care what wickedness I do, if this man should come to good.
If you live long, and in the end meet the old curse of death, all women will turn monsters. I'll fetch some flax and whites of eggs to apply to his bleeding face. Now heaven help him.
most dejected thing of fortune stands still in excellence, lives not in fear. The lamentable change from the best, the worst returns from laughter. Welcome then, thou insubstantial air that I embrace. The wretch that thou hast blown unto the worst owes nothing to thy blast. Who comes here? My father, poorly led. World, oh world, but that thy strange mutations make us hasty. I could not yield to aid.
Oh, my lord, I've been your tenant and your father's tenant these 80 years.
Away. Get thee away, good friend, begone. Thy comforts can do me no good at all. See, they may hurt.
Lexer, you cannot see your way.
I have no way, and therefore want no eyes. I stumbled when I saw. Full oft is seen how means to cure us, and our mere defects prove our commodity. Oh, my dear son Edgar, might I but live to see thee in my touch, I'd say I had eyes again.
Oh.
How now? Who's there?
God, who is can say that I am at the worst? I am worse than e'er I was.
Tis poor mad Tom.
Worse I may be yet. The worst is not such that we can say, this is the worst.
Is it a beggar man?
Madman and beggar too.
He had some reason else he could not beg. In the last night's storm I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. My son then came into my mind, and though my mind was then scarce friends with him, I have heard more since. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport.
How should this be? Bad is the trade that must play fools of sorrow, angering itself and others. Bless thee, master.
Is that the naked fellow?
Ay, my lord.
Crazy. Get thee gone. If for my sake thou wilt or take us hence a mile a train of the way that towards Dover, to it present her ancient love.
I'll bring the best pearl that I have for him. Come on, what will?
Did I? Naked fellow.
Poor Tom's a cold. Cannot soar but further.
Come hither, fellow.
Yet I must. Bless thy sweet eyes, they bleed.
No sound away to Dover.
Those darling gates, horseway and foot bummer. Poor Tom has been scared out of his wits. Bless thee, good man's son, from the foul fiend.
Here, friend. Some money. Take it. That I am wretched makes thee the happier. Dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff, whose high and bending head looks fearfully into the confined deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it, and I'll repair that the misery thou dost bear with something rich about me. From that place I shall know leading need.
Your hand. Poor Tom shall leave thee.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. Now where is your master?
Madam, within, but never man so changed. I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at him. I told him you were coming. His answer was good work. A foster's treachery of the loyal service of his son. When I informed him, he called me soft and told me I'd turned the wrong side out. What most he should his life be friendly to? What right offensive?
Then you shall go no further. It is the cowish terror of his spirit that dares not undertake. He'll not feel wrong to tie him to an answer. Our wishes on the way may prove effect. Back Edmund to my brother, hasten his musters and conduct his powers. I must change arms at home and put the distaff into my husband's hands. His trusty servant shall pass between us. Ere long you are like to hear, if you dare venture in your own behalf, a mistress's command. Wear this. Fair feet. Climb your head. This kiss, if it does speak, would stretch thy spirits up into the air. Conceive and fare thee well.
Yours in the ranks of death.
My most dear Gloucester. Oh, the difference of man and man. To thee, a woman's services are due. My fool usurps my body.
Benefit, my lord.
I have been worse for Whitlow.
You are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face. I fear your disposition. That nature which condemns its origin cannot be bordered certain in itself. She that herself would sliver and despise from her material sap, perforce must wither and come to deadly use.
No more, the text is foolish.
Wisdom and goodness to the vile seem vile. Filth savor but themselves. What sons? Tigers, not daughters. What have you performed? A father and a gracious aged man, whose reverence the headlugs there would lift. Most barbarous, most degenerate. Could my good brother suffer you to do it? A man? A prince by him so benefited? If that the heavens do not their visible spirits send quickly down to tame these vile offences, it will come. Humanity must perforce prey on itself like monsters of it.
Milk-livered man, that bearest a cheek for blows, a head for wrongs, who hast not in thy brow an eye discerning thine honour from thy suffering, that not knowest fools do those villains pity who are punished ere they've done their mischief. Where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land. With plumed helm thy slayer begins threats. What now, a moral fool, sitteth still and cries alack! Why does he so?
See thyself, devil! Proper deformity seems not so horrid in a beast as in woman.
Oh, vain fool!
Thou changed and self-covered thing! For shame! See, monster, not thy feature! Were I to let these hands obey my blood, they are apt enough to dislocate and tear thy flesh and bones. Howe'er, thou art a fiend! A woman's shape doth shield thee.
That is your manhood, Mew!
What news?
Oh, my good lord, the Duke of Cromwell dead, slain by his servant going to put out the other eye of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eye?
A servant that he bred, filled with remorse, exposed against the act, bending his sword to his great master, who thereat amazed flew at him, and amongst themselves him dead, but not without that harmful stroke which since has touched him after.
This shows you are above you justices, that these are never crimes so speedily condemned. Oh, Gloucester, what's in his other eye?
Both, my lord. This letter, madam, says the speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister.
One way I like this well. But being widow and my Gloucester wither me, all the building in my fancy pluck upon my hateful life. Another way. is not so dark. I will read and answer.
What was his son when they did take out his eye?
Come with my lady hither. No, my good lord, I met him that day.
But no say the wickedness.
Why, my good lord, was he that stormed against him, and quit the house on purpose that their punishment might take 3 o'clock?
Oh, I live to thank thee for the love thou hast shown the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come hither, friend. Tell me what more thou knowest.
My lady.
I like this king. For he was met even now with mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud, crowned with rank thermos and farrowweed, with hardocks, hemlock, nettles, crooked flowers, darnel, and all the idle weeds that grown out sustaining corn. A sentry sent forth, search every acre of the high-grown field and bring him to our eye. Man's wisdom in the restoring his bereaved sense. He that helps him takes all my house's work.
There is means, madam. Our foster nurse of nature is reposed, the which he lacks. There are many simple offices which will close the eye of anguish.
Oh, blessed be. You on public virtues of the earth spring with my tears. Be aid unto me in this good man's distress. Seek him, lest his ungoverned rage dissolve the life that wants the means to lead it.
Aye, madam. News, madam. The British powers are marching hitherward.
As known before, our preparations stand in expectation. Dear father, it is thy business that I go about. Therefore, great France, my mourning and importune tears has ceased. No blown ambition doth our arms incite, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I hear and see him.
Madame, my brother's Fowler set forth,
Aye, madam.
himself in person there.
We've much to do, madam. Your sister is the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spoke not with your lord at home.
No, madam.
What might import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, madam.
Faith, he is posted hence on serious matter. It was great ignorance Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. Where he arrived, he moves all parts against us. Edmund, I think, is gone in pity of his misery to dispatch his knighted life. Moreover, to descry the strength of the enemy.
I must needs ask him, madam, with my letter.
Our Duke set forth tomorrow. Stay with us. The ways are dangerous.
I may not, madam. My lady charged my duty in the children.
Why should she write to Edmund? Might not you transport her purposes by word? He likes something I will not. Oh, love me much, let me unseal the letter. I know your lady does not love her husband, of that I'm sure. And at her late being here, she gave strange, Julian, and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
Aye, madam.
I speak in understanding. You are, I know. Therefore, I do advise you. Take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked. And more convenient is he from my hand than your lady. You may gather more. If you do find him, I pray give him this. And when your lady hears that much from you, I pray desire her to call her wisdom to her. Fare thee well. If you do chance to hear of that blind traitor, preferment calls on him as cast him off.
Would I could meet him, madam. I would show what party I was.
Fare thee well.
When shall I come to the top of that same hill?
You could climb it even now. See how we labour.
He thinks the ground is even.
Horrible. Hark! Do you hear the sea?
No, truly.
Why then your eyes and other senses grow impatient by your eyes' anguish.
So it may be indeed. Methinks thy voice is altered, and thou speaks in better phrase and matter than thou didst.
You are much deceived. Nothing in my change except my garments.
Methinks you are better spoken.
Come on, sir. Here's the place. Stand still. Fearful and dizzy it is to cast one's eyes so low. The crows and chucks that wing the midway air seem scarce so gross as beetles. This one hangs halfway down, gathering sandfire. Dreadful trade. Methinks he seems no bigger than his head. The fishermen that walk along the beach appear like mice, and yon tall anchoring bark diminished to her cock, a boy almost too small for sight. I'll look no more lest my head turn and deficient sight topple down headlong.
Set me where you stand.
Your hand. You are now within 1 foot of the extreme verge. Or beneath the moon would I not leap upright.
Let go my hand. You friends a purse. In it a jewel, well worth a poor man's taking. Fairies and gods prosper it with thee. Go thou further off, bid me farewell, and let me hear thee going.
Gone. Farewell.
With all my heart.
Why, I did trifle thus with his despair. Had he been where he thought, by this all thoughts have been past. I would this. Ho you, sir, friend, speak!
Away. Let me die.
Hadst thou been aught but gossamer, feathers, air, so many fathoms down precipitating, thou shivered like an egg. But thou breathe, hast heavy substance, bleeds not, speaks, art sound. Thy life's a miracle, speak it again.
But have I fallen or no?
From the dread summit of this chalky pool, do but look up a height. The crows and chucks so high cannot be seen or heard. Do but look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death? 'Twas yet some comfort when misery could beguile the tyrant's rage and frustrate his proud will.
Come on, sir. Up. Up. Out. Do your legs.
Aye.
Just stand.
Too well. Too well.
This is above all strange. Now, on the crown of that cliff, what thing was that departed from you?
Poor, merciless beggar.
From where I stood, methought his eyes were 2 full moons. He had 1,000 noses and horns that whelped and waved like the enrigid sea. It was some fiend. Think therefore, thou happy father, that the clearest gods who make honours of men's impossibilities have preserved thee.
I do remember now. Henceforth, I'll bear affliction till it do cry out itself, enough, enough, and die. That thing you speak of, I took it for a man. Would often say, the fiend. He led me to that place.
A bare, free, and patient dog. Who comes here?
Can I touch me for coining? I'm the king himself. Ancient above us in that respect.
Oh, thou side piercing aside.
There's thy fresh money. That fella handles his bow like a crowkeeper. Draw me a clothier's yard. Oh,
Toast the cheese will do it.
Here's my gauntlet. I prove it on a giant. Bring up the brown bill. Give the word.
Sweet Marjoram.
I know that voice.
admiral in a white beard. They told me I was everything. They flattered me like a dog. They told me I had white hairs in my beard as the grey ones were there. And the rain came to wet me, and the wind to make me chatter. I found them out. I found them out. I smelled them out. They told me I was everything. It was a lie. And what they you prove?
The trick of that voice I do well remember. It's not the king. Aye, every inch a king. Look how the subject quakes when I do stare. I pardoned that man. What was thy crime?
Adultery.
Oh, thou shalt not die for adultery.
No, the gilded, the little wren does it, the gilded fly does ledger in my sight. Let copulation thrive. Foster's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughter's got to be lawful king. Here's money for thee.
Let me kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
Ruined piece of nature. This great world does so wear out to naught. Dost thou know me?
I know thine eyes well enough. The squinny at me, blind Cupid, I'll not love. Read out this parchment.
For all the letters done, I could not see one.
I read.
What? You did taste of eyes?
Now there you have it, you see. No eyes in your head, no money in your purse. Your eyes are in heavy case, your purse in light. See how this world goes.
I see it, feeling it.
Oh, man. I don't need eyes to see how this world goes. Look, thine ears. Have you seen a farmer's dog bark at a beggar?
Aye, sir.
And the creature run from the cur? There thou may see the very image of authority. A dog obeyed in office. In tattered clothes, all vices do appear. Robes and fur gown tied all. Plates in with gold, the strong lance of justice, earthless grace. Armed in rags, it is right.
Take off my boots! All battered impertinency, mixed reason and mad.
If thou wilt weep my face, take my eyes. I know thee well enough. My name is Gloucester. Thou must be patient. We came crying into this world. Thou knowest that the first time we smell the air, we wail and cry. But I will preach to you.
When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. But that delicate skin, well, I'll put it to the proof. And when I have stolen up on these sons-in-laws, then kill!
Sir, your mercy and daughter.
But no rescue. Treat me well. You shall have ransom. Give me a surge, and I am cut to the brain.
Don't have anything.
Then I shall die bravely, like a smug bridegroom. I'm a king, my masters, know you that?
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
Yes, and there's life in that. You shall get it. You shall get it by running.
Sight most pitiful of the meanest wretch. Past speaking of in a king.
Hail, gentle sir.
Speed you, what's your will?
Do you hear aught, sir, of a battle toward?
Sure and vulgar, each man hears that which can distinguish sound.
I pray, sir, how near's the other army?
Near and on speedy foot. The main disgrace stands upon hourly sword.
Thank you, sir. That is all.
Queen is here on special cause. Her army has moved on.
I thank you.
Oh, you kind gods. Take my breath from me. Let not my worthless spirit tempt me again to die before you, please.
Oh, pray you, Father.
What's your name?
I'm a poor man, made tame to fortune's blows, and by the art of known and feeling sorrow, and pregnant to good things. Come, give me your hand, I'll lead you to some biding.
Many thanks. Ah, proclaim pride. Most happy. That eyeless head of thine would first brain flesh to raise my forces. Thou old unhappy traitor, bring thee thyself, remember. The sword is out that must destroy thee. Then let thy strength and hand have strength enough to it! Wherefore, bold peasant, darest thou support a public traitor? Hey, let go his arm. Let go his gum arm, or thou diest. Help, young, help! Fly! Thou shalt slay me! Villain, take my birth. If ever thou wilt try, bury my body, and give the letters thou findest about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Send him out upon the English party. Oh, untimely death.
I know thee well enough. Serviceable villain and studious to his mistress's vices and badness of desire.
What, is he dead then?
But see his pockets. Letters that he speaks of may be our friends. Leave tender wax and manners blame us not. To know our enemies' minds, we'll rip out their hearts. Their patience is more lawful. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off. If your will wants not, time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done if you return the conqueror, then am I the prisoner and his bed my jail. In the lowest warmth thereof deliver me. Supply the place for your labour. Your wife, so I would say, affectionate servant Goneril. Oh, undistinguished space of woman's wealth. A plot upon her virtuous husband's life in the exchange my brother.
Oh, the king is mad. How stiff is my vile sense that I stand up and have ingenious feeling of my huge sorrow. Better I were distressed. Then should my sorrows be severed from my grief. And woes, my wrong imaginations, to lose the image of themselves.
There, friend. Far off methinks I hear the beaten drum. Come, son. I'll bestow you with a friend.
Madam, is overpaid. All my reports go with the modest truth. Nor more, nor clips but so.
You left Peter. These weeds and memories are those worst hours. I prithee put them off.
Pardon, dear madam. My boon I make it that you know me not. Till time and I think meet.
Then be it so, my good lord. How does the king?
Good madam, sleep still.
You kind God, through this great breach in his abusive nature, the untuned and jarring senses, oh, winds up with this child change his father.
Please your majesty that we may wait for the king. He hath slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed in the way of your own will. Is he arrayed?
Aye, madam. In the heaviness of sleep, we put fresh garments on him.
Be by, good madam, when we do wake him. I doubt not of his temperance.
Very well.
Draw near.
Oh, my dear father. Restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips. Let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made.
Kind and dear princess.
Not being their father, these white snakes to come and pity of them. This a face to be opposed by the warring wind. Mine enemy's dog that had bitten, so stood that night against my fire. It's our strange poor father, horribly with swine and rogues forlorn, in short, it must be straw. Electors wondered at their life, in which at once could not conclude at all. He wakes, speak to me.
Oh, do you, madam? Is this?
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. What was called in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire with mine own tears to scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. When did you die?
Still far wide.
There you be, madam. Where have I been? Where am I? Daylight? Oh, I am mightily abused. Would I knew my condition.
Look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction over me. Oh, no, sir, you must not kneel.
Know you and know this man, but mainly I know not what place this is, nor whose skill I have cannot remember these garments, nor where I did lodge last night. I pray you do not laugh at me, but if I am a man, to be my child, Lear.
And so I am.
My tears wet. Oh, yes, babe. I know you do not love me. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. Your sisters, as I remember, did me great wrong. You had some cause, but they had not.
What cause?
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
These do not mock me. The great face, madam. You think it is killed. You will rest, madam.
Will it please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. I am very old and foolish.
Is it true, sir, the Duke of Cornwall was so slain?
Most certain, sir.
Who was the conductor of his people?
As 'tis said, the bastard son of Gloucester.
And Sir Edgar, his banished son, is with the Earl of Kent in Germany.
The report is changeable. It's time to look about. The powers of the kingdom approach apace.
The arbitrament is like to be bloody.
My point and period will be thoroughly wrought. All well or ill as this day's battle fought. Onward.
I must know of the Duke if his last purpose holds, or whether since he is advised by aught to change the cause. He's full of alteration and self-reproving.
Our sister's man is certainly miscarrying.
It's to be doubted.
Now, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me but truly, but then speak the truth. Do you not love my sister?
In honor and in love.
But have you never found our brother's way to the forfended place?
No, by mine honor, madam.
I shall never endure her. Dear mine, be not familiar with her.
She and the Duke, her husband.
I had rather lose the battle than that sister should loosen him and me.
How very loving, sister. Well, Lynette? Sir, this I hear. The king is come to his daughter, with others in the rigour of our state, forced to cry out. Where I could not be honest, I never yet was valid.
Wise freedom combined together against the enemy. For these particular and domestic broils are not the question here.
Let us then determine with the ancient of war on our proceedings.
Sister, you'll go with us?
No.
'Tis most convenient. Pray go with us.
Oh, how I know the river. I will go.
Hey, your grace has speech with men so low. Hear me one word.
I'll overtake you.
Before you fight the battle, open this letter. If you have victory, then let the trumpet sound for him that brought it. Wretched though I seem, I can produce a champion that will prove what is about to hear. You miscarry. Your business in the world has so an end. Fortune love you.
Stay till I have read the letter.
I won't forget it. When time shall allow, let the herald cry, and I'll appear again.
Why, fare thee well. I will overlook thy paper.
The enemy is in view. Draw up your powers. Here is the guess of their true strength. By diligent discovery, but your haste is now urged on you.
We will greet the town.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love. Each jealous of the other, as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? Or neither? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive. To take the widow makes mad, exasperate her sister Goneril. Scarcely shall I carry out my side if her husband be still alive. Now then, we'll use his countenance for the battle, which being done, let she who would be rid of him devise his speed taking on. As for the mercy which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle's done, and they, within our power, have never seen his heart. My state stands on me to defend, not to debate. Some officers take them away. Good guard until their greater pleasures first be known. Let our two censure them.
We are not the first to respect me, having heard the worst. The dear Prince Kingham I come down. Myself could else outcrown false fortune crown. Can we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No, 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 no. Come, let's away to prison. We two alone shall sing like birds in the cage. Let thou just kneel down and ask my forgiveness. I'll kneel and ask mine. So we'll sing and live and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies. We'll wear out in our walled prison packs and sets of great ones and
Take them away!
But I thought we, upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw in faith. Twice like the age. There they shall see us weep, we'll see them starve first.
Come hither, Captain. Ah. thou this note. Go, follow them. One step have I advanced to thee. If thou dost as this note instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortune. Know thou this, that men are as the time is. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not bear question, either say thou do it, or strive by other means.
I'll do it, my lord.
About it then, and right happy when thou hast done. Mark, I say instantly, and carry it so as I have set it before.
I cannot draw a cart nor a side out. If it be man's work, I'll do it.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strength, and fortune led you well. You have the captives who were the officers of this day's strike. We do require them of you, so to use them as their merits in our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king some retention and appointed guard. Whose age has charms in it, whose title more? To pluck the common bosom on his side and turn our impressive lances in our eyes to command them. With him I sent the queen, my reason all the same, and they are ready tomorrow or at further space to appear where you shall hold your session.
Find your patience, sir. I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That's as we live to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been demanded ere you spoke so far. He led our powers for the commission of my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your addition.
In my name, by me invested, he compares the best.
That were the most, if he should husband you. Justice do oft prove profit. Follow her. The eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full flowing stomach. General, take down my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, dispose of them, of me. The walls are thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Mean you to enjoy him?
The let alone lies not in your goodwill.
Nor in thine, lord.
Fellow, yes.
Let the drum strike and prove my title thine.
Say yes. Hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason. And in thy arrest, this gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I borrowed in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, do contradict your ban. If you will marry, make your love to me. My lady is bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art armed, Gloucester. Let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous manifest and many treasons, here is my pledge. I'll prove on thy heart ere I taste bread. Thou art in nothing less than I have here proclaimed.
Sick, oh, sick.
Is not our Lear trust medicine?
There's my exchange. What in the world he is that names me traitor? Villain like he lies. Call by thy son. He that dares appear on him, on you, who not? I will maintain my truth and honor firmly.
A herald ho!
A herald ho! A herald ho!
Trust to thy single virtue. For thy soldiers all levied in my name have in my name took their discharge.
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. Convey her to my tent. Come hither, herald. Let the trumpet sound and read our city.
If any man of quality or degree within the lists of the army will maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the third sound of the trumpet. He is bold in his defence.
Sound.
Again. Again.
Ask him his purposes, why he appears upon this call of the trumpet.
What are you? Your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons?
Know that my name is lost. By treason to spare Norn and Canterbury. Yet am I noble as the adversary I come to cope?
Which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester?
Himself. What sayest thou to him?
Draw thy sword, that if my speech offend a noble half, thy arm may do thee justice. Here is mine. Behold, it is the privilege of mine honour, my oath, and my profession. I protest, maugre thy strength, youth, and eminence, and despite thy victor sword and fire-new fortune, thy valour and thy heart, thou art a traitor, false to thy God, thy brother, and thy father, conspiring against this high illustrious prince. And from the extreme upward of thy head to the descent and dust beneath thy feet are most toe-spotted traitor. Say thou knowest, this sword, this arm, and my best effort are intent to prove upon thy heart. Where do I speak? Thou liest.
In wisdom I should ask thy name. But since that thy outside looks so fair and warlike, and that thy tongue, some say, of breeding Greek, what safe and nicely I might well delay by rule of knighthood, I disdain and spurn. Back do I toss these treasons to thy head. With the hell-hated lie overwhelm thy heart, which, for they yet glance by, scarcely prove. This sword of mine shall give them instant way where they shall rest forever. Trumpet! Speak! What you have charged me with, that have I done, and more, much more. The time will bring it out. It's past, and so am I. But what art thou that hast this fortune on me? If thou art noble, I do forgive thee.
I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. With more, the more thou hast wronged me. My name is Edgar, and my father's son. God that dust, and from our pleasant vices make instruments to plague us. The dark and vicious place where Zee's got tossed in his eyes.
Thou hast spoken aright. 'Tis true. The wheel is come the full circle. I am here.
Methought thy very gate did prophesy, O royal nobleman. I must embrace thee. Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy truth, I know it.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you known the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. List the brief tale of winter's told, all that my heart would burst. The bloody proclamation to escape that followed me so near taught me to shift into a madman's rage, to assume a semblance that the very dogs disdain. In this habit, and I my father with his bleeding rings, their precious stones newly lost, became his guide, led him, begged for him, saved him from despair. Never, old false, revealed myself to him until this half-hour passed when I was armed, not sure though hoping of this good success. I asked his blessing and from first to last told him of my pilgrimage. But alas, his flawed heart, too weak for conflict to support two extremes of passion, joy and grief, burst smiling. Help! 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 What kind of help?
Big man!
What means that bloody knife? It smokes, it's burning hot! It's the very heart of... Oh, she's dead!
Oh, dead, you
lady, sir, your lady, and your sister is by her poison. She has confessed it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant.
This judgment of the heavens that makes us tremble touches us not with pity.
Oh, which is he that time will not allow the compliments which very manners urge.
I'm come to bid my king and master I good night. Is he not here?
Great thing of us forgot. Speak, Edmund! Where's the king and where's Cordelia?
Yet Edmund was beloved. One the other poisoned for my sake, and then after slew herself. I pant for life. For some good I mean to do, despite of mine own nature. Quickly send, be brief in it, to the castle, for my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelia. Nay, send in time.
Run, run, run! To my lord, who hath the office? Send some token of thy reprieve.
Well thought on. My sword. My sword.
Haste
Give it the captain. He hath commission from thy wife and from me to hang Cordelia in the prison and to lay the blame upon her own despair that she foredid herself.
The gods defend her.
And are your eyes and tongues I'd use them so that heaven falls one crack? She's gone forever. I know when one is dead and when one lives. Dead and dead. Lend me a looking glass, that if her breath will miss those stains, so I think she lives. Is this the promised end, or image of that horror?
All and
It's better, sir, that she lives. Oh, if it was so, it were the chance that doth redeem all sorrows that ever felt.
my good master.
Bring me away.
Noble Ted, your friend.
And rain upon you, murderers and traitors all! I might have saved her. And now she's gone. Cordelia, stay a little. What's that message? Her voice was ever soft and gentle and low. An excellent singing woman. I killed the slave that was hanging thee.
True, my lord, she did.
Did I not, fella? There was a time when my good fighting fortune I made him skip.
know you. My eyes are not of the best. I tell you, Fred.
These poor cheap braggarts too she loved and hated. One of them we behold.
Are you not Ken?
The same. Your servant, Ken. Where is your servant, Taylor?
He's a good fellow. He'll strike and quickly too. He's dead and rotten.
No, my good lord. I am the very man that from your first of difference and decay have followed your sad steps.
You are welcome, Taylor.
Or no man else. All cheerless, dark and deadly. Your eldest daughters have foredone themselves and desperately are dead.
Aye, so I speak.
Not what he said. And vain is it that we present us to him.
Very good.
Edmund says, my lord.
That is but a trifle, Lear. You, lords and noble friends, know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. For us, we shall resign during the light of this old majesty to him our absolute power. You, to your rights, with boot and such additions as your honours have more than merited. All friends shall take the wages of their virtue, and all foes will come with their return.
My poor fool is dead. No, life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life and now no breath at all? I'll come no more. Never, 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 never. Unfasten me. I thank you, sir. Good her. Look. Look there.
Thanks. My lord, my lord! Oh, break heart, I prithee, break! Look out, my lord! Takes not his ghost. Let him pass, he hates him that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer. He is gone indeed. The wonder is he hath endured so long, but he served his life.
Our present business is general war. Friends of my soul, you twain, rule in this realm and let the gods take it.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not stay home. The weight of these sad times we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest have borne most. We that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long.
So what yet? Don't go too far, you might have a winning ticket. Don't take tragedy. Sorry about dying in the first half. Now, huge prizes. Huge. Haircut.